So, hello. I had this idea because I was on a plane flying back from Romania back here. And I had this very interesting interaction that the interaction kind of made me be like, I love humans, I love people, I love living, I love all these things. So the interaction basically. Okay, before I talk about the interaction itself, I'm just gonna talk about what is something that I want to do. I want to sort of do this weekly or monthly sort of video and talk about moments when I felt like humans were together, truly together, where sort of love is shared through strangers. Sounds cringe as shit, I know. But I just really, really, really find it important to emphasize that because it's just so easy to fall into the trap of social media where the algorithms will just show you a bunch of fucking really bad stuff that will not make you think about these things. Um, yeah. So on the 26th of May, I I was flying back from Romania, um, and I was getting reminders about how beautiful my life is. And sometimes I think about how I don't live anybody else's life, but I live mine, and mine is just as best as it could be, and it can only get better. And I know that I am trying to, not trying, I'm learning to become a better artist, and I'm learning to become a better person. And I break bad habits, and I try to make friends, and I take accountability, and I love fully, and I show up fully, and I learn, and I am an ever evolving person. And that is something I know for certain about myself. Um, so yeah, so I'm on this flight and I'm sitting next to a guy my age, and I'm sitting in the middle seat, and he's on the left. He's got the aisle seat, and he was earlier. We were sitting at the airport, and he was kind of sitting just in front of me with his girlfriend, and his luggage fell with his backpack, and I just like immediately went and I lifted it up and I like set it up for him. Where it was like fine, whatever, and he was like thank you. Anyway, so then we get on the flight. I'm on the flight. It's not like I knew he was gonna sit next to me or whatever. But anyway, so I'm sitting in the middle seat and I'm trying to fall asleep, and my head just keeps falling, and my head just keeps falling and dangling, and my neck hurts and all that. Anyway, and he then taps me on my shoulder and he says, um, "My girlfriend is sitting at 13A or 13C or whatever. Um, would you mind? Would you want to change seats with her? Um, she's got an aisle seat, so you know, I know it's gonna be more comfortable for you because you're a big guy. You know, I two things. First of all, it's so nice of him to, you know, sure you could take a look at it as a oh yeah he just wants to sit down with his girlfriend. Sure, you can say that, but also I don't know. I don't necessarily just see it as that. I also saw it as a moment where he was like, "Here, you helped me. Let me help you as well." Um, and the second thing, it's funny that he called me. I'm a big guy. I felt like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm a big guy. Look at me." um, but yeah, those are the moments that sort of give me so much joy to sort of be alive. I got up. I got my backpack. I walked down the aisle. I went and I sat down, and I did this, and then the guy was like, "Thank you, whatever." Um, yeah, I feel like communities and love extended through strangers just gives so much joy to me. And I think what is really sad is that there is a sort of a spark that happens in these moments when you explain to someone about that amazing interaction that you just had, that special energy that you felt, that something. I'm not talking necessarily about this, that this was a special energy or whatever, but I'm talking more about the fact that this just was a little nugget of what it is that I experience in my life. Like, for example, when I'm at work, I I experience that many times when I'm in sync with somebody else and we're having a good time while everything is like really busy and really packed and we're like, there are these sort of moments that you physically cannot explain to somebody, because when you explain to somebody about it, it disappears. It's like a secret that you just cannot. It's like, imagine you have a dog here in this room, and the dog is a dog barking, doing its own thing, and then the dog suddenly starts speaking in English to you, like a "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" type of thing. How do you explain that to somebody? You can't. Don't take that as a real example, but as an idea, these are sort of moments where sometimes it's better not to share it. Sometimes it's better to just keep it. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Remember, take that ember of of joy, of life, and just keep it in you, and remember whenever these things happen, remember that this is the joy. This is joy. Um yeah.